What's going on, YouTube modeling community? Pappy here at West Georgia Rods and Customs. Welcome back. Thanks for coming back, checking out this old Revell 1967 Corvette coupe that I've been converting over to a Pro Street. Had some questions about the kit, the quality of the kit, and I really do. This kit really goes together very well if you're planning on building it stock. It's a the only thing when I break a kit down in my open box reviews, I show you everything in it. The only thing that's not in it is this wonderful back half that Dylan printed out for me in these big fat meats. But get by that. Go back to my archives, and you can find that. I think it's titled Revell '67 Corvette Coupe Open Box Review. Get by there, check it out, and pick you up one at your local hobby shop. This is the color. Man, I tell you what, this thing has really it really fought me tooth and nail on the color. Um, I had a few paint problems last weekend, so I stripped it back down. Actually, Friday night I started. Was it Friday? No, Saturday. Saturday I started stripping it back down, or maybe Sunday. I forgot. Anyhow, by the end of the weekend, I already had this back to this color right here. So we repainted it. I had to go back all the way to the primer. Anyhow, I had to reprime it, paint it, and clear it. Got three coats of TS13 clear on it. We buffed it out Friday night on Friday Night Hangout Live. This is the final product, and I tell you what, the thing is just shining. You know what little my little saying is, it's shining like a diamond in a goat's butt. But this is almost the color of the box art that's on the box, but it's a metallic. I think it's TS54 Tamiya paint. The it's metallic blue. The clear is TS13, and it really pops. I really like this. This is going to be a real nice color. I went last night. We did the bare metal foil around the front glass, the rear glass back here. Uh, I had to do a Molotov pen. I had to do this in here, and what I'd usually do is I pour a little bit out into a cup, and I hand brush all that in there because none of the bare metal foil would stick in there. It just doesn't have enough surface for it to make contact to. So I just took and masked everything off and just hand brushed that in there. Looks really well. I feel like it turned out very good. Let's set this over to the side. We'll get into the other parts. The engine, I've still got to. Matter of fact, I got the plug hole openings in the heads drilled out last night. So we got we got to get wiring finished up today. Get the carb on, get the air cleaner on, and I think fuel filter's got to go on. And then I got this parts by part turned aluminum pulleys. We're going to be putting that on along, and I think I got a Protec fan up here. I'm gonna put that on there as well. So that's coming along very nicely. Let me set this over to the side. We'll talk a little bit more about this frame and this back half. I tell you what, Dylan did a great job on designing this as well as printing it out for me. So everything has pretty much frame. It's not finished. I'll flip it over here in a minute, but I'll show y'all. I had to let me put this interior bucket in here. I decided to go with a kind of a gray carpet as far as the gray flocking in here, and I did gray down there in the bottom of the interior tub. But the interior turned out very nicely. The one thing, if you look back at the beginning of this build right here, I said that I was going to put a blower on this car, which I decided not to with that beautiful Stinger hood on the front end of it. So I changed that up immediately. The one thing I am going to do, this is a 427 engine, so that thing back in the day had a lot of horsepower. I am going to put a nitrous bottle, and I had a nitrous bottle that was printed out for me a while back, and I really do appreciate it, Brandon. You remember when you printed this out? I'm gonna get this into paint today, and this will be laid. I'll be mounting this in here as well, and putting a little steel braided line running out of it to give it give it a little bit more of effect. Let's set this out of here. Let's talk about the underneath. Like I said earlier, got everything as far as the suspension in the front. Everything is finished up there, ready for the ready to start doing things back here on this rear end. As far as the let me tell you what. Let me get this narrowed rear end. It's not narrowed. It's narrowed, but it's not narrowed up. I still got to gauge out where I'm gonna have to make that cut on the tires or on the axle once I get the tires in here. But that'll mount in here. We've got all the 4-link suspension pieces over here, and I got those painted up kind of a silver. Got to make me some coilover shocks for this thing probably today. Once I'm gonna try to get this thing finished before next weekend for the Hope It Don't Snow show in Spartanburg. So we'll get this mounted in here, get ready to put them big, massive Pro Street meats on in the back. Let's flip this over, back over. Let's talk about the interior. The interior this is all stock interior except for this back piece back here that came along with it. I had to cut it off to fit back in where it fit into the wheel tubs. But the interior it turned out just remarkable. I put a lot of work into my interiors, even though you're not going to see a lot of it. I know it's in there, and sometimes when I carry it to shows, carry a bill to shows, judges will lean in and they will shine a light in there and they'll take a look at that. So, but I had some photo etch, did some photo etch on the clutch and the brake and the accelerator. The accelerator pad down there, but did a lot of bare metal foil on the dash and on the console, as well as on the seats and to bring out that chrome accent that these cars used to have on the inside of it. But we'll set this back down here like that, and that's how it will be. How it'll look once it gets in the body over on it. But we'll set that to the side. Bring out some more pieces right here. The one thing we talked about earlier was some chrome. These are the side pipes I'm gonna put on here. The chrome. I know y'all hear me talk about not using Rust-Oleum products, but the Rust-Oleum chrome that they got now is just awesome. One thing that I did was I stripped the old chrome off of this, sanded it real well, and then I come back and sprayed it with some black, and then I sprayed this chrome over it, and this stuff it really looks great. I'm actually surprised, being it's a Rust-Oleum product. I mean, I just don't, I've had a lot of problems with Rust-Oleum. Some people just, they swear by it, but not me. I stick with the Tamiya products. But these side pipes, they really look well. I got to take the panel liner, kind of put a dot down in there and watch it and give it that dark effect of a pipe, and get those. We really looking forward to getting those mounted on the side. Got the battery. I got to do the photo etch on the battery here. So we'll get that wrapped up today. Got some other little interior inside the engine compartment. Got the water bottle right there. Got the radiator core support. That's all ready to go in there. I'll be doing the Protect hoses, the upper and the lower. When I say the lower, that thing's always giving me problems trying to get that thing in there, but we'll get it on somehow. Got the fender wells right here inside. I painted those a gloss black. That way, it just kind of gives that inside of that engine bay a little bit more pop. Got the firewall, same treatment on it. We got it painted gloss black. I got to do some picking out of some as far as the detail painting, some of the little smaller pieces on here, just kind of give it a little bit of instead of that just bland black. We'll get that on there. But that's pretty much it. We're crunching crunching right along with this build, trying to really want to try to get it to the Hope It Don't Snow show next weekend in Spartanburg. So if you're there, it possibly will be on the table, but there will be some other, a lot more of my other builds. I'm thinking about carrying a lot of my Pro Street builds over there. This is the first time I've ever went to the Hope It Don't Snow show, and I'm looking forward to getting over there and sharing my bill. So if you're in the Spartanburg area, stop by the Hope It Don't Snow show and say hello. I'd like to meet everyone and talk. We'll do bench racing together. We'll talk about cars and stuff. Anyhow, folks, appreciate everybody following up, following this series. You know who you are. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button down there, and that way you get notifications of any builds or any new material or content I've got on my YouTube channel. Really do appreciate y'all. Remember, folks, if you can dream it, build it. God bless y'all. Pappy out of here.